There we are. You are live.
Hello and welcome to the Virtual Nature School. Today we're going to have a little look at a different kind of box because through the week we've been looking at how amazing boxes are in terms of doing construction, in terms of growing things, in terms of being homes for animals. But today's little focus is going to be all around the idea of gifts, the idea of giving. It might be that you want to create a memory box that's just for you, or you might think of things that you could do for somebody else that would make them feel just good about the day. So let's have a little look at our film and we'll come back and think about some of the possibilities after we've watched this. Welcome to our final film where we're going to be looking at a box. And this time what we're going to be doing is thinking a little bit more about giving things. When we look inside a talking tub, there's all sorts of different ways that we can give things. It's always nice to get presents on your birthday or at Christmas. So we have a ritual and a routine of giving presents to each other, which is lovely. But sometimes we have to look at a different kind of present. Not a present that we get from a shop, but something that requires us to put some effort into, to put some energy into something. We might be thinking about it's a box of flowers that's delivered to a door. But actually, for me, although I love boxes of flowers, I like those gifts that are just made by children. So I love it when I'm given a beautiful flower. When I'm on a walk and somebody comes up and gives me a precious stone. I love the fact that people hold my hand. It's a gift to have someone with you who cares about you. So saying that you're going to take someone for a walk and hold their hand is a real gift, and it's something that we should all treasure. Doesn't mean to say that you've only got to give presents to humans. The things that you give don't always need to be to humans. So it might be something that you give to a dog or another pet that you've got. Imagine if you could give a card that says, I'm giving you a hug whenever you want it, whether you're a human or a dog. Now, sometimes a gift can be something that we do for somebody else. So it might be that we tidy up our bedroom. And you might be looking at this picture going, yes, but I'm too young to tidy up. Well, all children actually can tidy up, and sometimes we learn an awful lot about ourselves by putting away our toys and helping do some of those jobs around the house. So wouldn't it be a lovely thing that if you got a box and it said in the box, here's a little message to say, I'm going to help you tidy up. You might decide that you want to make somebody a gift that's about cooking. You might make some cookies. You might make something that's been based on something we've done around the idea of honey. You might decide to make an ice cream or just a nice cold drink on a hot day. Something to eat or drink is always a lovely thing to receive. You might take a little spray bottle of water and take your duster and go around the house and clean all the mirrors. You might decide that you want to help everybody in your house tidy up. So sometimes it's about just thinking of those little moments. We can paint a picture because often making a picture requires us to put some effort in, to actually think about the other person when we make the picture. Getting a present is always lovely, and it's lovely because it's unexpected. It's lovely because it's a surprise. It's lovely sometimes because it's a box, and when we open up that box, we just don't know what's going to be in it. So rather than thinking all about things that you're going to buy in a shop, today's inquiry is thinking about what could you do for somebody else that would be a gift. So we've been giving flowers to our bees. We've been giving that nice water with the sugar in it to bumblebees who need some help. Now what we're going to do is think about what other things we can give the other people or animals in our lives. These are some things that you might need to find. We like to cut up our little gift cards into little bits of paper. And what we do here is that we write one thing on each bit of paper with our crayons and our pens. And so sometimes we need adults to help us write these things, but we could also draw a picture to show what it is that we're going to do. We make our own wrapping paper, so we draw it and we design it. Sometimes we go outside and we find things to stick to our wrapping paper, but the whole point is that you're making as much of this as you can all by yourself. Then we go to wrap it, and so we use paper that we can recycle, so we tend to use brown papers or plain papers because we're going to draw on them and decorate them. Then we use our scissors and we cut our string to wrap up our box. You can wrap up your box in a whole variety of different ways. You might have some old ribbon, you might find some string, you might be able to find some cord. So however it is that you decide to wrap up your lovely box and write your beautiful cards for the friends that you've got in your life, I look forward to seeing you in the virtual classroom. How very exciting. I wonder what it is that you're going to put. I wonder how you're going to move forward with your inquiry today. Let's think a little bit about some of those things that might be lovely for your house and for your home. So you might think about that hug. You might say on a piece of paper, this is a voucher, a gift to go for a walk together. This might be a gift of saying that we're going to sit together and read a book. We're going to go outside and sit together and have a chat. All of these little moments that we spend out in the natural world are wonderful things. And when we put them on bits of paper, or you might decide to put them on a little peg even and peg them on a box, these are the things that we can do with our friends and our family and in our nursery. And so they really help us go outside and enjoy being out there in the natural world. I look forward to hearing about some of your brilliant ideas that you have of gifts that you can give to those people that you care